Alright, hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Day, and also my AC unit is very loud above me, so hopefully it doesn't mess up any of the video recording here. But yeah, so back here today in the CRLX, and I'm actually doing a double header of recording the races today. So this morning or earlier and yesterday at this point, 'cause this race will come out Thursday anyway. Yeah, the Bristol race for the CRL 2000 came out, and that was a pretty abysmal race, and I'm pretty sure my commentary showed it to me. I was a little sleepy in the morning because honestly, I was just barely even awake from from even getting up for the morning. And then while the race coming out, I went and did my yard work outside before I'm going to work tonight. And yeah, ran in time to do this race. And I was like, well, let's go ahead and get it out of the way here and get this race going. So out your Nashville Super Speedway for race 4 of the season. Cam Spinner is actually on the pole for the race. It's just showing the 7 right now in front of the 21. Yeah, then you got Kinsley Castle, your last race winner at California, starting third. Joshua Bartlett, whoever's next to Keratin right there on the camera. There we go. Maddie Holder next to Keratin. sorry about throw shade in Maddie on an accident like that. But yeah, then LaTonya Gray, Jalen Turner, Jet Turner, Nick Owens, and of course everybody else here in the X Series field. So yeah, the Michigan race also came out today, and something I am going to announce probably on the community tab. I'll probably wait till Thursday morning when this video is going out to announce it. Of course, I did kind of foreshadow what's going to happen in the next YouTube race at Darlington a little bit in that race, and I'll let that stuff play out before I won't say anything else about that. But there will be one driver kind of replacing a driver in this field that for the race in this series at Kentucky first, and then kind of Indianapolis next week, and at Richmond. And they'll kind of be running all stars, making 3 stars all through the series. And I could possibly have them run all 3 series as well, because what I'm actually doing is I'm actually going to have a couple of actually, I think right now all the drivers in this series that debuted actually run the second half of the 2024 season. And then, yeah, I'll get more into it here in a little bit before I get started this race here. But Cam Spinner on the pole here in this one today. He barely got the pole over Caleb Campbell in qualifying. And we are racing here from Nashville Super Speedway. Also, fun fact is, to start the race, I think Caleb and Cam are 2 of the 4 winners at this track as well. And they start first and second. Jay Stern has a win here. And Carter Lemon is the only driver not in the field that has won here. Caleb Campbell gets the power going on the outside lane there around Cam Spinner. And he takes off to the lead here. I'm not sure how strong the 7B fair field is first real race racing as the player in the field for myself, of course, in the 7 in this series. We were supposed to run here in the Gulf Cup Series / Fetus Cup Series season, but of course, never got to this point in the schedule here. And honestly, I should have probably ran the rest of that season, but I just never got it done. Anyway, yeah, Caleb Campbell leading here early on. And, yeah, he leads the first lap here in this one as he just takes off from the field here at start of the race today in this one. And, yeah, so Caleb won here actually in the Fetus Cup Series Season 1. Cam Spinner won here in Season 2. It was an easy one for Cam, too. I remember that race. We irritated. No one passed 13 the whole race. I think Carter Lemon won here in the CO2 cars. And we never ran here in the Gen 4 season in Exact 22, but the year-long format did run here with Jay Turner. We'll be back here as well. In the later part of this year-long format season. And right now it's Caleb Campbell leading here early on. Cam Spinner in second, Matt Holder in third, Kinsley Hassel in fourth. It looks like LaTonya Gray in top 5. Cameron Perkins in the early start in this one, Joshua Bartlett, Matt Yates, Jed Turner, and I think right now Eli Johnson is sitting in 10th in this one. And yeah, right now Caleb Campbell leading early on in this one here at Nashville. And right up we're in lap 4 here in this one. Yeah, Caleb Campbell, early race lead here in Nashville. And yeah, so like I said, we ran 4 of the races here before in the CRL. 3 of them were in NR2003, by the way. So yeah, we ran this track a few times here, but yeah, never with Caleb as a player here in this one. Right now, early on, dominating this one. So yeah, Kinsley got the big win at California. Technically, that race was kind of ran yesterday at the time I'm recording this race. And yeah, then I of course talked about a little bit of Bristol too. Did I talk about Bristol? I don't remember. But yeah, she got the big win there. And yeah, when the race was over, we went on YouTube. I did actually post a photo of her car winning, but I didn't say it was her winning. I just said, I just take risk of getting certain people to CRL, and sometimes they make it worth it. Well, Kinsley made it worth it. Last race in this series, which it was still very cool for it to have happened. I did talk about, I guess, my feelings about that win during that race actually. And funny enough too, today, of course, we have, I think back in the day, I talked about some of the high school graduates in the years when they raced this back in the Martin era, and kind of in Sarah a little bit too. But yeah, Kinsley, Maddie, Kierton, I think my cousin Eli will be the last one, and then I'll be graduating from high school. And yeah, Kinsley is actually the day of recording this race, and yeah, so this is another day after she graduates, basically. Maddie Holder is second, by the way, for Camp Spinner right now in this one. And yeah, Kill pulled away here. And Eli Johnson, like I said, I'll be seeing him Saturday though, so I won't be at Kinsley's tonight, but I'll be seeing my cousin Eli Saturday, since I will be going to graduation. And also, I guess we could talk about it real quick too. So, like I said, with Indianapolis, the great 16-year-long format. So basically, all 6 of the new drivers here. So, like I mentioned, Maddie, Kinsley, Kierton, then Ozzy, Gracie, Naya. They'll all make their debut. I'm going to kind of pick out their next gen cars here probably tomorrow before I go to work. Since I may not run a race tomorrow because I kind of after the Indianapolis race, and I'll say after Darlington and Kentucky come out, I may not just go ahead. I may wait to run Richmond and run Atlanta for the next set of races in both series for YouTube, because I think I need to take a little kind of a week off from doing some of the racing on this game, because I feel like I'm a little burnt out. You'll probably see why after how I felt with Darlington and kind of running Kentucky. I just felt like really tired. I mean, I was probably a little sleepy too when I was just getting up in the morning. But yeah, I was basically falling asleep in the Kentucky race in this series here, and I was hoping I wasn't going to screw the race up for where I was running. But yeah, so basically whenever Indy gets posted, and I'll say after the Kentucky upload, that's when there won't really be any videos for the week. And of course, all the ready stuff are already set in for the drivers. I don't really need to change anything there with the drivers. But yeah, so. Sorry, lost my train of thought talking there. But yeah, I don't really change anything with the drivers. But like I said, I'll probably be adding on some drivers and feel which I didn't really add on any drivers during the season, because then they'll be kind of like running dead last points. Like I know, like of course, the 6 to 8 or 9 possibly drivers that'll run the rest of your long format. They'll get their own little competition battle. I did talk about this though, Darlington too. I actually did this thing. I did this with the same scoring system I used for the points here, and unfortunately too with what I did in the Ultimate Cup Series season. Some of these drivers were labeled as rookies, so they had like 2 names here, but I figured out a way to get around it. So basically, I have all the points added up from every single race this year that I've ran, which is 61 races, and that's probably why I'm tired. I've ran 61 races, and no clue telling how many have been like recently right now since I got back from my ANS back in April. But yeah, so we're in 61 total races, and of course I will say about the top 19 drivers, or 19 drivers, have ran all 3 seasons. I don't really have the star code next to their names. I might actually do that as well, so I know who races driver ran. Just kind of compare how drivers are running to other drivers a little bit, I guess, throughout the season. So, of course, like all the newer drivers, they'll be kind of dead last in the bottom of the barrel. And, like, I know Christian Carr made like 3 races in his Ultimate Cup Series season as a replacement driver before he injured Frank Sutton at that time. And he didn't run, he's like bottom of the barrel in the points even after the last race in this series. And I think as well, like Scarlett Rose was right there too. She ran like 4 races, and he also had one more name. Who was it again? Avery Fowler. Yeah, she had like 9 races, didn't run a whole season basically. So she's like right there at the bottom of the barrel too in the points as well. So yeah, it's kind of like comparing against drivers and how many starts they compared to other drivers in the field. And I guess if you want to do weird math, like somehow the average finishes, which I am not going to do the math for with every single driver. There's about 40 plus drivers that have actually ran all season so far combined, I believe, or is right at that number. I did actually talk about the rankings a little bit in the last video, and it did change after the Kentucky race I ran, because I ran Kentucky right after recording the CRL 2000 race in Bristol. Yeah, 42 drivers have officially ran, so we're basically 1 spot short of a full NASCAR field for all the seasons combined. But I thought about doing this for a while, but the only reason why I didn't do it, and I did do it now, is just because I didn't want to have everything be kind of mixed up with the rookies and everything that I did, or the rookie label I did. Plus 2 with the Turners as well. I didn't do the 1, 2, 3 thing really till these seasons fully. So yeah, it would have really given all 3 Turners a whole advantage. Well, mostly Jet Turner because I put him as a rookie. So if I didn't put Jet Turner as a rookie, yeah, it would have been really bad. But yeah, so That's really all I kind of done outside camper. Maybe too that off week I'll work some more of the track win list. I do need to focus on some of my school stuff too, and I'll probably focus on this as well, work on that too week as well. Whenever I'm not working, of course. And how about this now? Great to see up here in the field. So yeah, some drivers have had kind of struggling starts in the season. Great to see is one of them. And we're now running third here behind Madison Holder, looking for second. Kinsley Haas is building on the fifth right now, good for her. And Joshua Marley, he's been quietly top 10 in the series here, and he was close to winning Bristol. Of course, we made yesterday on the race report, but yeah, he was close to winning Bristol in that one. If you have seen the Bristol race in the 2000 season. And yeah, I think Jace Turner, he's another big driver to really point out here that has not won yet this season, and right now kind of mired around the middle of the field to actually right now outside the top 20. And there's like Nick Owens and Blake Campbell and everyone else here. Some of the back cars, I guess, in the field for the season. But yeah, so right now we're working lap 16 here. I'll probably go to cut a couple laps here because I know I talked a lot here for the start of the race. Just want to give a few updates for things. But like I said, officially, after next week, I'll be having the break week for that week after. So I'll come back here in June, of course, in the middle of June, most likely, to get back to racing. And I guess return with Richmond. I thought about running through till Richmond, but I was like, nah, we'll just come back. I just literally thought of it now, just come back at Richmond. But anyway, Cale Campbell's leading after 17 laps here at Nashville. Alright, cut about 6-7 laps there here in Nashville. So yeah, Cale Campbell easily in the race lead here. So I have actually ran a test race here before, so I think AI were set similar to that test. And I did that during the Exalted Cup Series season. I tested it before the second half. I think also when I updated the ratings, I don't remember. But yeah, so I don't know. I guess some of the AI weren't set quick enough to be around me right now. It's Cale Campbell 4 weeks and 9 seconds leading 20 Super Speedway. And I mean, you know, also it's I guess kind of fair because after what happened in California and everything, and especially the Bristol race in 2000 season, and yeah, of course, not spoiling much for Darlington. Yeah, Darlington was definitely should have been another Cale Campbell win, but you'll see what happens there in that one. And of course, got Kentucky. And fun fact too, before we go to Kentucky in this series, I did not know this, but we actually the last time I raced Kentucky in the CRL in general, this is actually back in the BMR era, of course, was actually 2017. Apparently, it never got on the 2018 schedule, and I just realized that because I was doing the track win list real quick, and I think as I'm of course doing track win list as well, I still got to do the Sonoma one, Sonoma, Richmond, and I think Homestead for 2010, and in 2011 had Chicagoland and whatever new tracks come after that in year-long format. And it'll get to the BMR era tracks. I'm just trying to get a lot of those tracks really done, since we do run on a good few of them in this series here. And of course, too, we go to the second half of the year-long format. Of course, after the week-long break, I believe we return at Daytona. And we actually have Sonoma for the first caution-free next-gen race at Sonoma. And, yeah, so it's going to be a pretty fun season going down the rest of the line here. And, yeah, of course, got to run out this race here and everything. So, like I say, it was just a bit of a burnout. I feel like I kind of had, especially felt it during the Kentucky race a little bit. And I think I really do need a week off from like doing all the racing stuff on the channel for now. And I mean, also, I still get good views and everything as well too. It's not like I'm getting mad about the views or anything. But of course, yeah, I usually only get the 1 or 2 comments a race, which is literally great to see Cam Spinner commenting their finishes. That's about it. Actually, Cam made a great comment during the California race talking about wanting 48 to win in real life, and I do actually agree. I want Parker Klingerman deserves to win a NASCAR race right now in that 48 car, and just seems like he just keeps getting screwed over no matter what. And that win never happens. But yeah, so watch the spectator view, and you know, let's go look at some of the other drivers here. And it's kind of spread out here. We'll kind of look at this group here to just see somewhat of a battle here. But of course, yeah, I don't really take soundouts anymore on YouTube either, so I guess it is understandable if I only have like 2 people. They comment on the videos. Yeah, Left Turn Network commented back when Kate Summers won Darlington, actually. That was a pretty fun comment because maybe he went the races and saw Kate win that one after I commented on Tanya Gray winning, which I did like that she won in that series. And I have been watching all those races too, by the way, as well, whenever I can. Yeah, Connor Jackley's last comment was 1 month ago. Dang, that was actually Darlington too, funny enough. That's actually funny. Yeah, so we haven't seen him in about a month, and he's been the main one kind of causing mayhem in some of these races too, unfortunately. I stop talking for now because I'm so tired of talking straight for some reason all dang time. You know, I'm a better race driver than commentator. I think that's why I'm going to do racing longer. And I did also actually post the year-long format points up on my Facebook and my Instagram. And I've only had like one total like, which I mean, surprisingly, only had one total like. I thought no one's going to look at. I was like, well, I'll just delete the post later. But yeah, fortunately, at least somebody liked the post. Yeah, we're nearing halfway here, I think, in Nashville. Oh, and caution's out here. And I'll go say this right now, too, the video. This is actually a debris caution, so nothing actually happened here. And yeah, I don't know what happened on the racetrack that caused the caution. But yeah, it was just a debris caution here, and we're under caution here in Nashville. So while we're under caution here, I guess I'll show pissed off. So yeah, I thought pit road was right here, but guess where the rest of the field is? They went on the access road here. I totally forgot they do that here in Nashville, and well, no penalties to the 7, by the way. But yeah, right now it's Cale Campbell leading them on the pit road here in Nashville, and yeah, the rest field pitting behind. I'm trying to get the camera angles. Oh, this is TV1. I thought this was spectator view. My bad. But yeah, so Cale Campbell pitting, Brady CR down his pit stall, and I guess we'll kind of look at some of the front drivers here. Or actually, let's just do the pit road cam, honestly, so that way we can see where everyone is. So there's a Cale there, Kansas City Control Center. And Cale Campbell's led every lap here in this race today as well right now in the moment. In this one, of course, a very strong 7-car here day in this one. After the wreck at Cleveland. And here comes the field off pit road, and it looks like Caleb Campbell will lead them off the pit road here. And yeah, Matty Holder will come out second, it looks like, among everybody. Brady C third, and yeah, so he'll catch back pace car. I guess I'll leave the camera rolling. There's something else I remember too from this race, so they all got a little squirmy here. But funny enough, Brady C actually passed, no, Cam Spinner actually passed Brady C here, and the game's about to give him a penalty. So I just wanted to let y'all see kind of the scuffle here. So my car got loose here, and then, yeah, I tried to go to the pace car, and I finally started going to the pace car. And I think they all started spinning. Yeah, there we go. So Cam Spinner and Brady C got together, and Spinner passed C right here and stayed in front of him, and the game gives him a penalty for that. Nothing else happened in the field. Yeah, nothing else happened in the field. So it's just that there, really no big harm, no foul to any of the drivers here. And we'll go back green here in a few moments from Nashville. All right, so we're back by green here. So honestly, I should not just cut there because they were already one green anyway. I just want to give a few seconds there after, I guess, showing the field's little scuffle there. But yeah, so Cale Campbell in the race lead. Matt Miller will restart second. Cam Spinner third, and then of course everybody else in the field here. So yes, Cam Spinner will get a penalty that did not, I don't think, really showed on the game in the results. We'll look at it again in the results later because I just wanted to, I guess if it does show the penalty there, I just want to prove in case it does not that the penalties do show not for the AI, because it will show for the player, and I guess it'll show in big bold letters in my opinion as well. Yeah, Cale Campbell will stay on the bottom here, trying to keep Matty from going bottom. And like how Campbell was at the Auto Club or California, you can pass me on the outside all you want, but I'm going to hug this bottom lane, Caleb Campbell. Definitely a bottom feeder driver on most tracks here. It seems like he has the speed right there along the bottom lane. But yeah, so Caleb Campbell leading in the green flag here, and Spinner will come down pit road, and I think I'll do some onboards here for a few laps, so Spinner won't come down this lap, actually. I thought he did this lap, sorry. But, yeah, so maybe do some onboards here, some of the racing, and actually, while we're waiting for Spinner to pit here, we're going to go on board, do an onboard down this race, and we'll watch your last race winner, Kinsley Hassel, racing around. Right now, a few female drivers, Jalen Turner, Kate Summers, Maddie Holder, and Jalen Bounds right behind her as well, and August. Yeah, there we go. Diving on pit road. That's actually the first. That's actually now the same time the AI car is like on pit road. So I guess there might be a penalty system for them, but it just I haven't been showing the scoring ticker the entire time. Just shows some good old racing on onboards here, and this one Emma Barlow's here. So I don't even know where Emma is in the points, but I feel like she's like somehow way outside of top 10. So with how competitive this field is, so there are basically a lot of good cars in this field that are set on good ratings, especially like the six new drivers, and a lot of the veterans in this series here. Yeah, they also have good ratings here. So this field is really competitive. So I mean, if you're running, I think about 20th, you're still in a very competitive car somehow. Just I guess really depends on driver ratings too. So like right now, Jace Turner, of course, he's kind of struggling early on, but I mean like another of course contender, Dylan Bell, she's way up front in the points right now in this one. And like Kinsley, in her first season, she's currently second in standings. Of course, that is because also she did get her first career win. But yeah, so definitely a lot of movement within top 20 here in the field, and just a very competitive field here in this series. And I'll say it's probably the most competitive field right now in the CRL. Of course, dominating this race once again, just like Cleveland. But yeah, of course, this does unfortunately end up happening in some races too, and I guess kind of Caleb was getting back a little bit after the DNF had California as well, trying to help him in the points. Because I know he was a good bit behind Jalen in the points already after that race. Jalen Bell, she's been very perfect so far all season. Top 10 every race. I think last race was her first non-top 5 finish. But yeah, so as we're working towards lap 50 here, and actually I got a little bit of hiccup. I'm going to probably skip about, honestly, 10, 15 laps here, just so y'all know right now. And we'll be back here in a little bit here. And okay, we're now at 10 to go here. So, by the way, real quick, the game actually went down on me. So, I, of course, have a Steam account on this laptop I don't even use, and the thing never popped up when I turned the computer on earlier, and it decided to pop up in the middle of me taking a break waiting to get to lap 60. I just cut to 10 to go here in this race, basically, to go back over the game. I don't even know what lap exactly was on, but I was literally looking like, are you serious? And I thought the game just crashed. It was actually Steam doing a pop-up there, because basically, pop-ups on the computer will kind of take the game down most of the time. And yeah, it happened right there in that one. As Caleb's also working lap traffic here, so I was going to go through the main lead lap cars here. So right now, Brady C in second, Jalen Bell sitting in third, Jalen Turner in fourth. And I'm going to try to get on some Steam cameras here for some of this race too. There we go. So yeah, right now Aussie Purdy running in fifth. Good run for Aussie, by the way. They're in California as well going. Kinsley Hassler, California winner, right behind her right now at the moment. So she's looking for another top 5 here. And you know, Kinsley running pretty strong in the points here. And I know it's very early in the season, but I guess look out for her maybe be a bit of a dark horse throughout this season if she can run well like this every single race. Jay's Turner looking for his first top 10 on the season. He's gotten to the top 10 here in this one. And yeah, very, very big for him to get it. Feels like Madison Yates, Joshua Bartlett. Emma Bartlett top 10, and Madison Holler just fell outside of the top 10, actually. It seems like for some reason with her, she just kind of falls back in the race a little bit here. Excluding kind of Atlanta a little bit. But yeah, it seems like she's been kind of falling back here in the race. And near the end of this one here in Nashville. Cam Spinner, he's actually a whole lap down from that penalty, by the way. So he's dead last round at the moment. Brett Campbell, William Bounds, Eli Johnson, Nick Owens, Jed Turner, Carly C, Latanya Gray, Jalen Turner, Kirta T, and our top 20. And Oz Call was actually driving left right now. It's Kel Campbell leading. And yeah, Kel's be on a clinic here in tonight's race here in Nashville as well. Of course, said tonight, this will probably be uploaded during lunch around Thursday sometime. But yeah, so kind of running out these last few races here on the series before I get to a long break. So yeah, so Kel Campbell leading here in this one. And we'll just have Darlington and Kentucky be the last races on this channel before the break. And of course, Indianapolis will have his race ran for the Brickyard 400. But yeah, so Kel Campbell dominating this one here today. And yeah, looking for his second Nashville win. And I think he would take the win in Nashville. And a fun little coincidence here. And it was actually almost a full 100% coincidence if Kel does win the race today, which looks like he will. Barring an engine failure from the 7. But yeah, so Carter Lynn was technically won the first race here and the first race at Cleveland on Air 2003. And believe it or not, Caleb Campbell would basically be either the first or second driver to be the first two-time winner at the track. So, of course, Jace was the first two-time winner at Cleveland, by the way. Yeah, Caleb Campbell did get a second Cleveland win in this series season. And I mean, too, we're at a lot of good Caleb Campbell tracks. I mean, Nashville does seem to be a good track here for Caleb. It is kind of similar to the old Calebville Raceway from the B. Martin days. And, I mean, the banking's a lot different. It's a bit more shorter, too. But, I mean, these two tracks do kind of run similar, though, it feels like a little bit. But, yeah, as we're coming to the end of this one here, 4 laps to go in the moment, coming to 3 laps to go, and Kale passing Keratin there. And I know Kale will like Keratin run a lot good too in his race, but it seems like he's had a good race, good race, and right now pretty much a bad race here. But like I said too, this field is really stacked here, so it's like really hard to really say who's going to be good, who's not going to be good throughout the whole season. So yeah, parity's gonna definitely come into play here. Definitely, if some drivers do DNF a lot like Kale could, yeah, so he'll probably get hurt in points from that lose the championship. I know Kale does want to win the X Series title really bad as well, because he was the runner-up in this series to Brady seen the stop motion form of it too. And it's pretty fun. This is the first year doing NR2003 racing as well. I mean, Kale's been able to really figure it out in the races here. And it's been kind of fun. There's been some up and down racing, especially Pocono. But yeah, Cale Campbell definitely still showing that he's got it here 15 years into racing as well. And yeah, it doesn't matter what kind of car you put Caleb in so far. He just runs really strong here. We're currently working 2 laps to go here in Nashville. Caleb Campbell's leading now. He laps Kate Summers here and lapping around Latoya Gray. He'll probably get a couple more cars here right into this one. But yeah, as we're coming to the final few laps here, 1.5 laps here in Nashville. Just a dominant race for Caleb and a bit of a chilled out race after the Auto Club Day 1. I mean, really, that race wasn't too crazy. Just the winner was out of nowhere a little bit, kind of, I guess, with Kinsley getting the win. But yeah, come to the white flag here, 1 lap to go, and Cale Campbell just keeping his dominance in CRL alive here. Of course, not really the points leader in this series. He did get the points lead back in the year-long format at Michigan, and he's trying to go for the points lead in the 2000 season as well. And we'll see how that looks after Darlington next week. But yeah, there goes Caleb. He's going to give Nick Owens a little bit of a bump there as he got underneath him there on the last lap. And going back just one final time between Jet Turner and Nick Owens. 2 drivers are still looking forward to getting their first career wins. And now through 3 and 4 for the final time. And a dominant race here in Nashville. Cale Campbell, he put the power down early, got to the race lead without starting on the pole, and is basically going to lead every lap today here in Nashville. As he wins it here on Super Speedway, Cale Campbell gets win number 225 in his career out here today. So waiting for, I guess, the rest of the field to come to the line here. It will be Brady C. No, Jalen Bounds first among the group here, and then yeah, Jalen Turner. So Jalen Bounds will be the runner-up here, so she will, I guess, not lose too many points to Caleb here. But I know Caleb will gain more than Aussie Party and Kinsley Hassel coming to the line together here. And then there's Emma Bartlett, Madison Yates, the rest of your top 10. And the rest of the field coming to the finish line here in this one. And Caleb Campbell, he is your race winner out here today in Nashville. He'll have to take one more lap around the whole track here, and then he'll come back and do the burnouts here just to make sure no one was going to run an extra lap around the track, I guess. Or did he do that? Or was it this race? Or was it Michigan? Well, I know he did it at Michigan. But yeah, it's Caleb Campbell. Yeah, he'll take this little lap here. And we'll be back here in a second for the celebrations. Alright, after claiming his second win season now, Cale's about to come off turn number 4 now. So, yeah, Cale Campbell is the race winner tonight in Nashville here in CRLX. And so, Cale Campbell will win 2 of the first 4 races in, I guess, kind of like the Exalted Cup Series season. Cale did have a strong start there, so it's kind of similar to that right now. Year-long format will actually, year-long format, Cale did go off the road in the first race. So, yeah, we're going to burn it down here in Nashville as Cale Campbell is the race winner. I wonder what the TV angles look like here, actually. I wonder if it's just like this for Nashville. I haven't gotten to watch full Nashville race since, well, actually, I only really since 2022. I didn't get into it last year while I was working. Calm race here tonight in this one. Cale Campbell gets the race win here, and Jalen Bounds does come from the back and get second. So Jalen and Brady both qualified in the back here. I guess Braden ran through the field quicker, but Jalen wasn't able to run through it as quick as much as she did. As my sister's kitten's trying to get in my room here. Let me hurry up and get her out while I'm recording so she don't do something bad. All right, I'm back now. Okay, so I'm not gonna be able to cut that because I don't remember where it was, but yeah. So Caleb gets win. Jim Bell saying Bracey third. They all those two came from the back there. Caleb started second and then took the lead away instantly in the race. I did kind of do another 10 before this where some dumb wreck happened early on, and I did some stupid stuff. I restarted the race, and funny enough, I still started second, and I kept falling back and not really getting around Cam. So I guess on this attempt or the real attempt of this race, I figured it out. But yeah, then we of course saw Redfield kind of pass on by the line here in this one. I mean, of course, we're only still about 4 races in. Yeah, it doesn't even show Cam Spinner's penalty, but I know he got a penalty there. But yeah, we're 4 races in right now. Jalen Bell still the points leader, 10 points over Jalen Turner, and then Kinsley Hassel is third in the points. Caleb, I think, does jump to fourth in the standings. I don't remember where he was after the wreck. But funny enough, too, if you look at the points here, top 7 is literally 3 female drivers both sides, and Caleb right there in the middle. No intrusive jokes there. Just saying that's where Caleb is in the points here in this one. But yeah, then you got Eli Johnson, William Bounds, Kieran T early on top 10 points, and Maddie starts out the 11th through 20th spot. And I think, yeah, Bracey did jump 20th after this race. Good one for him. And then Jace Turner is still kind of almost in the bottom of the barrel in the points here, which is very shocking to see. But like I said, just a lot of very competitive teams in this series compared to what we have in the year-long format in 2000 season. Heck, even compared to the Exalted Cup Series season, definitely a stronger field here in this one. But yeah, it's almost here for this race. Congratulations, Caleb, on the race win here in this one. Next race for series will be at Kentucky. Of course, we'll run Darlington. That'll all be next week. I'm not going to really record any race tomorrow before work. And of course, like I said, after those 2 races and in Indianapolis for the year-long format being posted, I'm going to take a whole week off from doing YouTube racing because yeah, I need it. But anyway, thank you for watching here. This will be Kel Wrestling signing out, and I'll see y'all next time.